something is already broken off. Brand new, already broken off. I do not have the space to display all the Hi spooky friends, welcome back to Kelly Does Stuff. Happy Augtober. This is such an exciting month, I know, for many of us. Everyone say hi to Sally. She joined us recently from At Home. She was $15, which I thought that was kind of a lot, but she's got glitter in her eyes, and you guys know if it shimmers, it's very hard for me to resist it. She has been thriving while the rest of us are melting in this heat. She's really living her best life. So good for Sally. Okay, so today's video, we've kind of got a mishmash. I've never done anything quite like this. We got a couple different things going on. I'm gonna give you a quick-ish channel update, show you the new pieces that I have purchased from Michael's, the Lemax Spooky Town pieces. And then I have a question for you guys. What do you want? It's really aggressive. Don't mean it to be that aggressive, but I do have a question that we will get to. Okay, first of all, channel update. I do have some videos planned, a couple ideas for some shorter little tutorials on a couple little accessories. I have a small display vignette, not totally sure what it's going to be, planned ideas for one of my new Spooky Town pieces that we'll talk about in a minute. And then the end of August is when I begin setting up my village. I start with Pumpkin Town. It smells like it's burning. Are you about to catch on fire? Oh my gosh, it is. That goes on my piano in my living room. It's a smaller display. I can get it up fairly quickly and get everything cleaned up. So it's something finished and lovely to enjoy while my dining room turns into a disaster as I set up my big Halloween village. And typically what I have done is I take you all along with me. I kind of break it into sections, you know, Bayou and Haunted Hills and Spooky Town and Trick or Treat Lane and Carnival and whatever else I've got. And I've been doing the same setup for several years now. And so my thought was, I was not going to do videos on my setup this year on stuff that you have seen before, because I feel like I'm not really offering anything new. I can pretty much guarantee I'm gonna have a meltdown over phone. More confused than I've ever been. This is insanity. It just does not work, clearly. I'm not gonna remember where anything goes. If these line up, then this means that's supposed to go further under there. I think this is the piece that's causing problems. So I feel like if you wanna see this year's setup process, you could watch the last couple of years setup. Oh, and also, those do take me a long time. It does take me a while to set up. It takes longer to set up if I'm gonna film it to share with you guys, because I wanna make sure we're moving the camera and getting the right angles. And then editing the videos takes a while. So a lot of times my setup videos aren't even posted until we're like almost at Halloween. And I think sometimes even like my reveal videos are after Halloween. So I was kind of thinking of not doing that because you've seen it before. And I wondered what you thought of that. If it's the same setup with pretty much the same pieces that you've seen before, do you want that video? I have ideas for other videos that I could do instead. What would you like to see? For example, do you want to see small tutorials on specific items or elements? Like recently I did making crates. I've done videos on making trees, carving stairs, painting stairs, creating rocks out of cardboard and clay. Do you want videos kind of about specific buildings? Not so much like a reveal, this is this building, but maybe like a review or a feature. Like, how do you display this specific piece? Also, other ideas I've had, displays for small spaces. Maybe you've got the space, but you're more like, I just want to kind of do this quickly. I want to get it up. I want it to kind of be charming and spooky, quaint, cute, whatever we want it to be. But I also don't want to devote a ton of time. Are you interested in tips for how to design and set up? Like, where do you start? What are things that you think about or incorporate? And then the platform builds. Do you want to see actually like creating platforms like I've done with my Gothic Mountain, or smaller platform builds like for one building like I did for the Bat Bonanza piece? If I do platform that is a little bit larger, do you like to see that from beginning to end? So you've got a reveal at the end all in one video. Do you want to see a project over a series? So we're spending a little bit more time on each section, a combination of all of them. One thing I definitely have coming up is a platform display vignette, something for one of my new pieces. Speaking of my new Lemax pieces, let's move on to that. So a couple weeks ago, I was out of town and went to a Michaels. That is not my Michaels, a different Michaels. It was a wonderful experience. I loved it so much. I love seeing what other Michaels has because they're not all the same. And this one did a wonderful job of displaying all of their Lemax Spooky Town pieces. They had them set up, lit up with the sound on, all of the animation going. It was actually just a really fun time. I feel like I was really like viewing a display. I kind of got lost in it a bit. And I feel like a lot of these pieces, you needed to see them out of the box. You could look at the box and you're like, okay, that's nice, that's cool, that one looks neat. You really could see so much better. I just got a much better appreciation seeing them out of the box, running, moving, working, lit. Downside to that is I was like, oh, I like a lot of these. Like, I think if I had just seen the box of some of them, I would have been like, okay, these are my top couple. Seeing them out of the box, I was like, I really like a lot of them. I'm going to show you which ones I have purchased. This is the first one that I got. What even is this called? Seance Services. This was, I need a stool. So incredible to see in the store. I think in the store, this was one of them that really sold it. Seeing it in the store sold it for me. How are we all feeling about the cardboard that they have now versus the styrofoam? I will tell you, I don't like change. And so at first I was like, I hate this. And I also thought it was confusing to put back. I actually really like it. And it's not confusing. The foam was confusing. It truly can all be really confusing. Okay, here we go. Confession time. Like, just get to it, Kelly. This is my least favorite thing. Unboxing. Unpacking them. Hate doing it. Because if I'm going to break something, the first time I unbox it is the greatest chance that that is going to happen. Something is already broken off. Brand new, already broken off. Where'd you go? You were put back here, which means this is fine as long as you're not some part of an animated component. I'm gonna be so frustrated. So as I was saying, the first time I take it out of the box is the greatest chance I'm gonna break something because I don't yet know where all the vulnerable parts are. And it can be obvious looking at it, but sometimes you don't realize there's a weak spot and you go to pick it up, you put slight pressure and something breaks off. Haha, this was already broken off. So we're off to a great start. Okay. I don't even know. Let's do it this way. I do like it. Okay. Phew. All right, let's see where this little oh wait, there's an extra. Did they just give you an extra one? Is she an extra? Is she supposed to be an extra? She was like in the back and I see her right here. Are there supposed to be two? Where's the box? I don't know why there would be two. Oh, there are. Yeah, so do you go on? Yeah, she broke. Okay, so she's supposed to be right here. We're gonna glue her on. Okay, so it does come with an adapter. My Michaels did not have this displayed. And so I'm really glad that I saw it at the other one. I just like the scene within the scene. I like the levels to it on the platform itself. We've kind of got 3. No. Okay, now we flip our switch. Yay! Whoop, there she goes, she loud. Yeah, she's very clicky. That is gonna drive me nuts. I can't, was she that clicky in the store? Oh, I feel like that one's very, oh no. I feel like it was slower. I do really love the animation on this. The eye moves, this switches. I don't leave the sound on when these are up because if you have many, they're all just screaming over each other. That's gonna grab you bananas. And even if you just have one, you probably don't leave the sound on when you've got your thing plugged in for hours because you're just hearing the same thing over and over again. But I will say one of the things I did actually like about is the sound on this, the stuff that they say. I felt like I was like in it, like it brought me in it. The sound quality I think is very, very good. This clicking, it's already too much. I don't remember it being that in the store.
Madame Pascal's Seance service. Get out. Escape. Madame Pascal's Seance service.
Okay, we're gonna talk about these two together. So I tried to get a little creative with how I could get this for the cheapest. I used my 25% off membership thingy. Then I got rewards points from this combined with some other stuff that I got. And then I had a coupon for 30% off this one. So I got this one for 30% off plus $25 off with my rewards points. So I think this was originally $75. I think I got it for like 25, maybe 27 or something with tax. So, and then this one was $140 and I got that for 25% off. I don't know if I had some rewards points for this one or not. I may have had like $5 or something like that. Okay, so we'll start with this one, and then the other one was Cathedral of Eternal Doom. All right, is anything gonna be broken on this one? I hope not. All right, still need a step ladder. Standing on my tippy toes. Oh, mansion. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh. I feel like, you know, okay, obviously the prices, we just know they're bananas. They've been getting more and more bananas. It's an expensive hobby to begin with because we don't ever just buy one, maybe if you buy one, but we all know how this goes. This is the bottom. Remember that. But I do feel like some of these that were definitely on the pricier end, they did at least have a lot of animation going. So, you know. So a lot of these are, I think most of them are Michael's exclusives that I got. If they're not Michael's exclusives, I do try to shop around a bit to see who else is selling them and for what. They're often cheaper, but then if it's like 20 bucks in shipping, honestly, when I've done some price comparison with my discount and rewards points and not paying for shipping, it did sort of end up being cheaper to get at Michael's, the non-exclusive ones. So there are some other places that you can look, American Sale, Hobby Tools. I don't know, you guys list them in the comments. I can't think of all of them right now. Erie Emporium, but I don't think they did this year's. They weren't doing, this is interesting, 2026, but they have other pieces, Lemax pieces, and they do sales and stuff. You just kind of have to then figure out, you know, shipping. Sometimes what you save on the price of the building, you then pay for shipping, so. Woo! Let's see. Did this have aim? I feel like it had, oh, I was wrong. Huh. Oh, there's a button in the back for the light. That's always so interesting to me. Like most of them have the flip, the switchy flip. And then every once in a while, they're like, we'll just make it a button. Which I'm fine with. It's actually kind of nice not to have that other cord, because then I gotta hide that one as well. But it's just like, you guys just made a whole bunch of new ones with the flippy switch. Why did you decide to do this one? Oh wait, okay. It flickers. He doesn't like float in and out. but I thought he flickered. This one is really cool. Yeah, okay, there's like a library. Do they all flicker? Oh, they all flicker. All right, I'll come in and show you. I like it. No sound, right? Okay, so right now everything's just kind of vibrating because of the lights. It doesn't actually vibrate. It's just the light frequency with the camera speed, but you'll see that the ghosts fade in and out. Completely fade away. There goes the ones in those windows on the left. The bottom one does it. The one up at the top. We got this one up here. I love, it's hard to see, but can you see there's a library back there? This will go in my Gothic section. And my Gothic section is not a section that I currently display. I've worked on some platforms for them. I did a pretty big one last year. But I have quite a few pieces that I kind of consider my Gothic pieces. And I've never displayed them. So I got this with that in mind, that section in mind. So a lot of your adapters are interchangeable between buildings. You'll notice a lot of them say 4.5, 4.5 volts. However, you will, if you get this piece, you'll notice that the pluggy part for this that goes into the building, we've got a separate little thingy. It's like a 2-prong thing. If you don't store your adapters with your building, you might want to label what this goes to. You will not be able to just grab a different adapter because it needs the 2. Don't think this is new at all. That cardboard's kind of bent. Oh, so I noticed that. I've not been putting, I don't think any of them. This was like supposed to be the spot for the adapter, but I feel like it's gonna come flying out of my face. I think I've been putting all my adapters like in it. Okay, so this one, Cathedral of Eternal Doom, has the same type of cord as that mansion one, and everything is still 4.5, 4.5 volts. So if you get those switched, that should be fine. Now this one is like a little more simpler one. I don't think there's any animation to it, but this one, words are hard today. This one and that one, they kind of felt like they went together. And my initial, oh, this one's a little bit, it's smaller scale. Not scale, just shorter. This is why I don't do a lot of these types of videos. Kudos to everybody who like unboxes and shows stuff that is not Chaos Tornado. All right, here we go. So I debated on getting this. Yeah, okay. When I was doing my plan of I'm gonna get that one for 25%, use rewards, get this, my plan was to get that one and then do this one. Like I was in the store doing all the calculations. And then when it was time to go get this one, I was like, are they almost too similar? I should have left that one out. There's a similar vibe to them, you know? And so I liked that they kind of coordinated. I felt like it fit, it was themed well, but they also had other ones that I liked, and I was like, should I get that for 30% off and the 25? Oh, I'm gonna take this one back. This spire is broken and it's not in here. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, so you're going back. We are exchanging. Okay, I like it, except for the broken piece. I really like the stained glass there. They look like holes in the roof with the lights, but they're not. I liked that this had purple lighting and the other one did. We've got the gargoyles. I thought this would go great in my Gothic section. I really like that there's like this path here. Oh, it doesn't want to focus, sorry guys. The path kind of on the side that's like it's going through the little cemetery. So this is broken. So I'm gonna take it back. All right, well, 2 out of the 3 that we've opened had broken pieces to it. One was an easy fix. This is the one I am most nervous to open, set up, / excited to open, set up. It is DJ Decay's roller rink. Okay. For many of us, I feel like there's a nostalgia moment with this piece. When I saw it, I was like, yeah, that's gonna have to be in my collection. I didn't get it that day, like I said. And I spent some time thinking about how I would, this goes like this. I should probably focus. Woo! That's not annoying. Okay. We've got the normal, regular, just one little doohickey adapter component. I'm stressed. I just don't want it to break and I don't want it to be broken. I'm so excited. How many of you spent your childhood at the skating rink? Can you do it without singing, Kelly? No, I cannot. Pump up the look at that. Look at that. Okay, so we're gonna look at it, but my plan for this is I do want to do a small vignette or display or something. I have like a bigger, maybe overall work to do. I have bigger work to do to incorporate this overall into my display, but I want to do something sooner rather than later. So my goal is by the end of August, I'll have a video for you guys on how I displayed and feature DJ Decay. All right. It's gonna be fun. We got so many figurines. Okay, we've got our trees. We've got 2 trees. Are you excited, Sally? Okay, and we have many, you know what, I just want to actually, I don't want to take them out. I'm going to do it like this. We have a separate little tray for everybody. And here's our roller rink. Sing it. Oh. All right, we can get you out. We can do it. Don't be afraid. This is exciting. Honestly, the more they have going on, the more I'm like, please don't break. Don't go breaking my heart. Oh. Okay, I'm not going to sing. Should be on The Price is Right. Here we go. All right, so let's get our trees in first. Follow the shapes. Okay, so our trees, no, follow the shapes. Okay, so I think you can kind of put anybody anywhere, right? Yeah. DJ. First of all, what did the billboard say? Rap, monster makeover. Gag me with a spoon. Oh, okay. Gag me with a spoon. You guys, that's why, like, for some of you are like, what? I don't get it. But some of us, that was like, I don't want to say like our childhood was gag me with a spoon. But this is such a nostalgic retro piece. And you kind of just find the magnet. I wonder, yeah, the magnets seem to be on the music notes or the musical guides on here. The sharp, the treble clef, do we have a bass clef? I don't know. Was that a treble clef? I don't feel like it was. I don't know. Because you want to find the magnet because that's how it directs them. I should come in and show you. Let me show you. All right, man, they got a lot on here. I love it. Does it matter which way you're facing? Do you guys all need to face the same way? You know, at the skating rink, we all had to face the same way. Oh, and then sometimes they would do like reverse skate and you got to go like the opposite way around the rink. Oh, I'm so excited. Where's the thingy? I'm very excited. Goes the cord. Plug it in. and flip the switch. Are they moving? Whoa, they're leaving a lot of gunk behind. Oh, because you know what? That really freaks me out. So they put powder, I think, to help with the whole magnet whatever situation, but it freaks me out to open a package and it has white powder in it. I don't love it. Like, they need to put a note on there. But they're moving. Does it have music? Yeah. So one thing I would recommending, and I have admitted in the past for stuff, I'm not really great about flipping the cord off. If you've got animated pieces, the recommendation is flip your switch before you unplug it. That gives the motor everything a time to just like come to a rest before you abruptly stop it. It can kind of mess up the motor. For some of them, it's just not an option for how I display them. For a lot of my carnival pieces that are animated, have a lot of animation, I flip the switch. So this will be one. I am not gonna put this in my carnival section. I will do a separate video, show you how I am thinking of displaying this. Love it so much. Okay, here we go, flip the switch. So I flipped it. Maybe. Flipped it. Are we gonna turn off? There we go. So see, that took several seconds to do. So I do think that's a good idea. Do what they say. I'm gonna leave this piece out because I'm gonna show you the last one we've got for today. Oh, okay, wait. We're scooting. We forgot to scoot gently. Okay. So this one they had in the store on display, but you could not buy it. So I ordered it and it came in the mail and it was free shipping because like I think when you order from Michael's, if you spend like $45 or $49, the shipping is free. Got the discount. I need a thingy. This was a piece I had looked at. Didn't get it. Mainly because I do not have the space to display all the buildings. It's okay. All the buildings that I do currently have. I mean, technically, if I didn't platform them and kind of arrange them, I could probably get them all there. Like I mentioned, my Gothic section I don't put up yet. I have other buildings. I just don't have space. So I do try to get less. Okay, my phone died. Sally's looking like exhausted by this. I'm not sure what I was saying. Let's take a look. Nightmare video. Okay. What does it say? Nightmares Volume 13. Ah! Oh, I think I was saying that I don't have a lot of room or enough room to display everything that I have. So I try to not buy a whole bunch of new ones or get a whole bunch of new ones, which I do. However, when there are ones that you really, really like and you wait to buy them, you may eventually be buying them. And as many of us know, and if you don't know, they retire pieces and then you have to get them on secondary markets like eBay, and depending on how in demand and popular they are, a $100 building could be hundreds of dollars. So it's kind of that balance of what do I wait for, what do I get now and maybe not display for a couple of years. Okay, So this was so my childhood, going to Blockbuster on a Friday night. I think did the new releases come out on a Tuesday? I want to say, I don't know if that's correct memory. And then you'd go on Friday and you would just hope that they would have enough copies of the release that you were waiting for, that you wanted to see, or if you were like me, you would just kind of rent the same movies over and over. I think I rented Milo and Otis so many times. My dad was just like, went in there like, we're just gonna buy this movie. A League of Their Own. Do you know how many times I watched that? Oh, I just flipped that switch. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Is it on? No. Okay, flip the switch. Ah! There's like a crack in the window. I mean, it looks like there's like the window's broken. Yay! Rated Fear, it says on the side. We've got some trash cans. Here, this says horror movies, nightmares. Oh, we have posters on the side. Zombie Fest. I can't really read that. Open 24 hours. Is that a clown up at the top? This was just so nostalgic. So just absolutely deciding I was gonna get this piece. I knew I had to get this one because they just go with each other as like, I mean, skating rinks. Do you know how many skating rink parties I had when I was young? We go to skating rink on the weekend. They were such like a big thing. We had 3 in my town. Closing down sale. We've got like flickering TVs over here, a snack bar inside. Please rewind or die. Oh, please be kind, rewind. Yeah, they're not so kind about asking you to rewind. Everything must go. So sad. Closing down sale. They've got the cracked little window look over here. And he's checking out. I wish they had put maybe like the back. I wish the background there, they had kind of drew on like a little bit of a snack bar, like some snacks. They have like the teeth over the snack bar. Oh, what does this sign say? Hold on. We'll come in. Let's see. So we have movie ratings. Can you see ghouls, pre-ghoul, baddie, blood, girling, flickering lights. The TVs flicker, 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 and then they go off. And then look, we've got like a little alien guy and he's checking out the sci-fi. Although in his world, it's probably just like nonfiction, right? And horror. Prices / VHS and DVD. Rentals, sales, these are open all night. I don't remember Blockbuster was open all night. Weren't they open till like midnight? I don't know, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining me. This was, I'm not sure what this was. Hats off, kudos to people who do reveals and reviews and can talk about stuff, and it's so cool to start. They go around in the way they go around the rink with the powder that's left behind. It creates a star shape. Kudos to people who do this and can talk if you can ever go live. Hats off to you, man. My brain goes like a mile a minute that by the time I actually say something, my brain has like moved on. So getting those to happen at the same time is a challenge for me. But thank you so much for joining me. If you're still here, thank you so very much. I look forward to sharing more videos with you soon. Please let me know what you are interested in. And like I said, my goal, I'm gonna try to stay focused by the end of October, I will have some sort of display featuring DJ Decay. Have fun creating. I'll see you guys next time. What are we doing? Just talk like a normal person. Start setting up our Halloween villages. You feeling the fall vibes, Sally? This is why I never go live. I don't know. Maybe we're already like creating. It's so painful. We're just gonna roll with it. I just can't redo this again.